This support is just overwhelming, and I just promise to do my very best to serve all of Pooler, to make one Pooler the best city it can be.
Well, that was a very excited Karen Williams talking about her victory in Pooler last night. The former council member has been elected to lead the city, and she has a big job ahead of her.
And we are happy to have Mayor-elect Williams here with us today on First News at 4 to talk about the big win and the road ahead. Before we do that, Mayor-elect Williams, I want to say thank you from all of us here at WSAV for stopping by. And also, I know you are a military brat, so to say. You've traveled all around the world pretty much with your family. Your father was Air Force, and we want to thank your father for his service.
Thank you very much.
Yes, yes. Now, as we move on and talk about that big victory last night, gosh, I mean, what an amazing night for you. You won by more than 2,000 votes.
Yes, it was a true grassroots type campaign. I had things like tea parties with neighbors to introduce me to other neighbors. I mean, it was so many different avenues that was involved with that campaign. And I just am so thankful and humbled by the support that I received, and from all the supporters who came out and voted for a new vision for Pooler.
Well, I'll tell you, it sounds like you caught your breath from last night. That's what we just ran, that sound bite there. You caught your breath.
Yes, a little bit.
A little bit. All right, so the population in Pooler over the last 10 years, it has exploded.
Yes.
We've heard lots of people complain about traffic there, about overdevelopment, just the growth in general and the pace of that. So as you head into office, what is your plan to address that and those issues?
Well, traffic and infrastructure is an ongoing issue. I don't think it has to do with just growth, but yes, we have even more issues with traffic and infrastructure because of our growth and the workforce that we know is coming to our area. So we have things in the works already, like Pooler Parkway, Benton Boulevard, Quaco Road. Those things will probably be pushed up a little faster. And I am not an engineer, but I know where to find one. And so we have great staff, and we are going to continue to work on those issues. But the key is community engagement initiatives. We have so much talent in the city of Pooler. We need to utilize that talent by having those initiatives.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Pooler and how you actually balance the diversity there. It's pretty much a melting pot now. And we have the so-called old Pooler and the new Pooler. How do you balance?
Well, I like to call the original Pooler historic Pooler. And then we have geographically displaced subdivisions like the Hunt Club and the farms that not sure where they actually belong. And I feel that that's Mayor and Council's job to bring all of Pooler together as one community, as one Pooler. That would be amazing to bring us all together.
So the face of the City Council in Pooler has changed a little bit. We all know that it is important for city leaders to be able to work together. So for you, what does that look like, and what does that mean as far as having a relationship with fellow council members?
I think it's vitally important, but we have some team building to do. We have some trust that we need to build, and that's very common with any council and mayor. You have to develop those relationships so that you know that that trust is there, and that team building. It's all for the good of the city, not for one person, not for the mayor, but it's all for the city. And I will champion the council members to be out there to encourage their initiatives.
As you look at those relationships, though, and the effort of building that, are you looking at political differences, personal differences, kind of all in the same thing?
It's all encompassing, but you know,
Yeah.
everybody comes from, like Tina said, a diversity of background, but it's also your life experiences. You know, I was a military wife as well for decades, and so living abroad, living stateside, moving every 2 to 3 years, those life experiences has given me a unique perspective. But then someone else from another country, or just the way they grew up, their life experiences are going to now come into play, and I welcome that. We are a melting pot, and we should take advantage of that, to be frank.
All right, lots of heavy lifting ahead, and we want to congratulate you once again, Mayor-elect Karen Williams. The big swearing-in ceremony is coming up. Can you share any details at this time?
I have not actually been told the exact date, but it'll be like the very first meeting in January.
Family event, you're going to have everybody
Yes,
there.
yes, I
Yeah.
will. Yes, yes. So I have 4 generations of family that live in Pooler, so they will all be there for sure.
We have a little time left. Tell us about the moment last night. We ran that piece of sound where you were saying, I lost my breath, I'm out of breath. But tell us about the moment when you realized you are the next mayor of Pooler. What's that like?
It's hard to describe because I have worked so hard for this through my service for the community that when you're finally told the numbers come in, because we kept waiting for the numbers to come in.
Yeah.
And we had the preliminary numbers. But I wasn't sure about our turnout. You know, I thought our turnout was pretty good. So to me, it could have gone either way. And when they yelled it out that it came in, I just like took a deep breath and went, and I started jumping up and down. I don't know if you got that part, but I jumped up and down with my arms in the air. It was just exhilarating. It was like a relief that yes, my service to the community has been heard and that they support what I'm doing. So it was an amazing feeling that I will never forget.
All right, we know your family's behind you.
Yes.
You're not only a wife, you're a mother and a grandmother.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
They've all been behind me. And I told my husband, I followed you around all those years in the Army. I said, now you're my eye candy.
Yeah, I think that's a fair deal, right?
That's right. He's been very supportive.
Well, Madam Mayor-elect, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for
stopping
having me.
by. Yeah.
Thank you.